Are you gasping for air at the end of your lap, getting dizzy, or maybe you're just holding your breath for so long that you're just about to pass out? In this video, you'll learn the exact breathing pattern that will make your freestyles feel smooth, strong, and suitable for your needs. Now look at me in this example. Struggling with every breath versus when I have a good rhythm and I could go forever like this. That could be you in just minutes. Hi, my name is Alexandru Coci and I've helped thousands of swimmers perfect their freestyle rhythm. A lot of swimmers think that there is one right way to breathe in freestyle. They force themselves into patterns that works against their body and they end up exhausted and frustrated. But here's the thing. Breathing is not about getting air. It's about timing, balance, and efficiency. And I'm going to show you why most swimmers pick the wrong breathing pattern and exactly how to find yours. By the end of this video, you'll understand why your current breathing pattern might be holding you back. And you'll have a step-by-step system to find your rhythm that makes freestyle feel effortless. We will cover three things. First, the problem with following generic breathing rules. Then second, why your body needs a different breathing pattern than other swimmers. And then the third, the solution, how to test it and how to find your perfect rhythm. This is not just theory. You'll get practical drills that you can try today. Are you ready? Now let's dive in. I've been reading a lot of comments lately in the past months, and I've noticed something. You ask amazing questions about technique, but YouTube comments are not the right place for improvement. Questions get buried, and I cannot give you the detailed help you need, and there is no way to track the progress over time. So because of that, I'm building something special for swimmers who are serious about improvement. Starting with a free community with calculators, training tools, and talk all about my swimming content and how can I help you there. So this is a place that you can connect with other swimmers enthusiasts around the world. I'll be launching free first, then soon adding a standard membership with complete courses worth over $1,000. And for the ones who want more personalized coaching, there will be a premium membership as well with a more one-to-one mentorship approach and custom training plans. Start with the free tier now and start the conversation. Link in the description down below. The problem number one we're going to talk about is following every third stroke rule. Now here's what I see constantly. Swimmers forcing themselves to breathe every third stroke because a coach told them that is balanced. Now this is true because we as coaches do encourage the swimmers to breathe on both sides because it keeps the balance on the stroke. But stay with me because I'm going to explain this. Look at me in this example. I'm turning my head at exactly third stroke. Even though some of the beginners at this point might be screaming for air. By the sixth stroke, a beginner swimmer is super desperate. And by the ninth stroke, maybe they're just breaking their form to just get oxygen desperately. Without a lot of oxygen, you might feel a lot of tension in your shoulders. The stroke rate slows down, the head lifts so high because they're so hungry for air. Now if this sounds familiar to you, you're probably following the rule, but you're feeling like you're drowning with air right there. And let me explain you this. The every third rule does not apply to everyone because we all have different lung capacities, different fitness level, and different stroke rates. This is basically like saying that everyone should take the same size steps whenever they walk. Someone with short legs versus someone with long legs. They need different strides to feel comfortable, right? Your breathing pattern needs to match your body and your fitness level. A beginner might need to breathe every second stroke, and an elite swimmer might need to go 5 or 6. Neither is wrong, they're just different. The every third rule also assumes that your stroke rate never changes. But whenever you sprint, your stroke rate is faster and you need more oxygen. When you swim easy, you might need less oxygen, so you can go every 6 or 7. But the idea is, instead of following this rule, let's find your pattern instead. Now start with a simple test. Swim one easy 25, count how many strokes it takes, then swim again. Breathe whenever you feel. Just breathe whenever the body asks for it. Now count. Was it every 2? Was it every 4? And that's your natural rhythm at easy pace. And the next swim, At medium effort, again, breathe whenever you need to. Count the pattern. Finally, swim a fast 25. Let your body decide when to breathe. Now, you probably notice a different breathing pattern for different speeds, and that's perfect. Write them down. This is your breathing map. The correct pattern is the one that lets you maintain a good form while getting enough air. Period. But what if you're still getting out of breath? And that brings us to the problem number 2. Holding your breath underwater. Now check out what I'm doing wrong here. My cheeks are most probably puffed out. I'm holding my breath between the breaths. This creates a traffic jam in my lungs. The old air stays in and the new air cannot get in properly. By the time you turn to breathe, I'm desperate and I gulp instead of breathing smoothly. This is like trying to pour new coffee in a coffee that is still full. It doesn't work and it just makes a mess. Whenever you hold your breath, the carbon dioxide builds in your lungs. This triggers your brain panic button. So then you rush with your breathing, you lift your head too high, you hold your breath for longer for the next cycle because you're behind on oxygen and it becomes a vicious cycle. Now think of your lungs like a bellow, like the device that usually you're trying to make fire. Those bellows work constantly by moving air in and out, not by holding in it. Your lungs wants to do the same. Now here is the fix. Exhale slowly and steadily while your face is in the water. Practice this on land first. Take a breath in and let it out through your nose for about 6 seconds. Don't hold it, just let it flow out. Now try the same thing in the water. Face down, breathe out through your nose in a steady stream. You should see bubbles coming out constantly. When you turn to breathe, your lungs are empty and ready for fresh air. The breath feels easy and natural at this point. And the drill we're going to work on, now exhale slowly through your nose for about 6 seconds. Turn and take 1 breath. Face down again, exhale again for 6 seconds, and then you repeat. Do this for about 10 times. Notice how easy everything becomes whenever you're not holding old air. Now you're breathing regularly, but what if you're still off balance at this point? The problem 3 is about timing. Problem 3, poor breathing timing. Now look at my timing in this clip. I'm starting to turn my head either too early, before my arms is ready to support me, or I'm turning my head too late, when my supporting arm is already coming out of the water. Basically, in both cases, my head ends up tilted towards the ceiling instead of to the side. Breathing in freestyle is like dancing with a partner. You need to move out in sync with your stroke, not to fight against it. When you turn your head too early, your supporting arm isn't there for you to help you. It's exactly like trying to lean on a chair that isn't there yet. And we all know what happens next. Whenever you turn too late, your supporting arm is leaving. So you have to lift your head up to find air. This creates drag and throws you off your body position. The timing needs to match your stroke like a key fitting in the lock, perfectly aligned. Now here is the perfect timing sequence. First, your hand enters in the water on your breathing side. As your hand enters in the water, start to turn your head. Your opposite arm, the supporting arm, should be pressing down and back. Take your breath, and then whenever your supporting arm is directly under your shoulder, this is when you have the most support. Now start turning your head back to the center as your supporting arm finishes its pull. Now practice this timing with the side kick drill. Kick on the side with one arm extended. Hand in the normal position. Practice turning to breathe and back without changing your body position. In the rhythm with your supporting arms pull. Do several 25s, focus only on the timing. Don't worry about speed, just get the rhythm right. Now let's put all together with 3 simple practices sets. And please take a screenshot. And you should feel balanced, not tilted. Your head should turn to the side, not lift up. And then you should never feel desperate for air. Now some of the common sticking points. If you feel dizzy, then you're probably breathing too little. So increase the frequency. And if you feel rushed, then you're probably breathing too much. Try every 4 instead of every 2. Now if you feel unbalanced, then you have to check your timing. See if you're turning with your stroke rhythm. Now here is what happens whenever you get the breathing rhythm right. Your freestyle transforms from a battle to a beautiful dance. Instead of fighting for each breath, now you're working with your stroke. Your shoulders are relaxed, your pace becomes steady and suitable for your needs. Your breathing rhythm is like the foundation of a house. Get it right and everything else becomes easier. Your stroke becomes smoother, your endurance improves, and your confidence grows. Every time you practice with the right breathing pattern, and you're building on a habit that will make you swim even better. Every 15 minutes of focused breathing practice will change your freestyle at some point. And if you want to master not just breathing, but every aspect of freestyle, then check out my complete full course in the description down below. Now let me know, which of these breathing problems do you struggle the most? Is it every third stroke feeling forced? Is it that you're holding your breath? Sign up for my community because I'm going to answer to every comment in there. And if this video helped you to find your breathing rhythm, then hit the like button, subscribe for more swimming tips that actually work. Now get in the pool and find your perfect breathing rhythm.